Ash, back at it again with another one. You know we at Ranger Danger. This is how I made my first $1,000 online. I woke up and it was just a normal regular day of me just going online, trying to work on this, trying to work on this agency, trying to work on sales. But I never had anybody to hold me accountable. I never had any group to actually go and talk to people and have personal questions I could ask them. So I actually went into a sales group. Depending on what you're trying to do, how you're trying to make money, get into a group with like-minded people like that and start asking who lives in this area. Wherever you live, ask who lives in this area. If nobody lives in that area within the next couple days of you asking that, then ask and tell them again, hey, who can hold me accountable? Who this and that and that. Eventually you'll get someone to respond to. You'll get someone to say, hey man, like let's talk, let's link up. And especially if it's somebody who's already making money, it's a big belief that just goes away like, yo, this is just a normal person. Another normal person, especially if you're online and you see a bunch of YouTubers, Instagram people who are making big money, but you've never physically talked to them or like even like talk to anyone like that. You know, it's a big self-belief that is broken once you actually realize that normal people like us are making money online. So I got in with these people. I started actually talking to them, networking, working on my social skills, which is natural, which you should be doing automatically. And guess what? Just from putting in a good word, just from holding myself to a high standard, actually holding them accountable, actually learning and like building friendships and relationships, they put me on a deal. They actually, shout out to James, shout out to my boy James, put me on a deal and made me be able to sell, made me actually be able to make my first $1,000 online. Generated $45,000 within 5 days for the company, which is fucking awesome. Makes me feel great. But yeah, literally from connections. I mean, think about it. Any information you've learned and earned was from somebody else, was from a connection. Even if it's not a built connection, it's from social skills, it's from listening, learning. So if you start to get better at actually showing up for yourself and like working on your social skills in person and online, you'll start to build connection. You'll start to see that actually it's a lot easier than you think to make money online. You know, who gives a fuck what other people say, where it's like you have to wait a couple months, this, that. Bro, I literally did 1 month of online sales and I started making money. 1 fucking month of online sales and I already made $1,000. That's pretty fucking dope. Literally from building a connection, building connections, putting good word out there and actually doing actions that move the needle. There's this like thing that I heard online that's kind of funny and it's called mental masturbating as an entrepreneur. And it's like, whatever you want to do, you do the tasks that move the needle the least amount because they're the most comfortable in doing. You know, when I first got into sales, I wouldn't outreach to anybody. I wouldn't talk to anybody. I wouldn't do any sales mock calls. I wouldn't do any of the stuff that actually moves the needles. I would just go on the course and just watch videos and not do anything. But it's like when you actually put yourself out there and actually talk, actually work on the skills yourself, actually do the action. That's where I actually saw improvement. That's where I actually saw the money coming back to me. So it's like figure out the actions that will actually move the needle and fucking do those. First thing in the morning when you have the most amount of mental bandwidth. And especially if you're waking up early before everybody else in your house, or if you're by yourself, I mean, you're good. But if you wake up early, I feel like there is so much more energy you can tap into, so much more focus you can tap into. So it's like, wake up early the night before. Write down the most important tasks that you need to do to work on your business, to work on your social media, to work on whatever the fuck you need to do. And write down the action that will move the needle the most. The morning of, wake up and do that action right away if you can. Your mind's gonna start playing trick. No, I can't, this and that. Do it. Please do it. It is so fucking worth it. It is so fucking worth it, I'm telling you. There's gonna be a lot of people, especially in your life, family, friends, who are like, you know, what have you been doing, man? You haven't been. Fuck them. Keep working, keep grinding. It's gonna be tough, man. I'm in the phase right now where it's like, I just gotta put my head down and just keep going, you know? Family's wondering, yo, you're not really going anywhere. I know it in their head. They're like, he's not really doing anything. He's just trying to sit at home and fuck around and not do an actual job. But I know it's because they secretly want me to work for them again. And plus they don't really know about anything online, so it's like, man, who gives a fuck? I'm sorry. And also, doing this has made me not give a fuck about other shit too. Has made me more comfortable with just going out in person and just talking with random people and just increasing my social skills and confidence. You know, not caring about my parents' expectations. Sorry, but not sorry. Like, I'm doing this shit for myself to eventually be able to retire you and to be able to work anywhere, wherever the fuck I want, so that, guess what? I can take you, I can take your friend, I can take my family, and we can go to Paris. We can go to Europe. We can go to Africa. We can go wherever the fuck we want. So, hey, man, I fucking love y'all. I fucking love y'all. Keep up the hustle. Keep up the grind. Like, comment down below. Tell me how you're gonna make your first 1,000 online, and tell me the fucking action step that you're working on now. The most key important step to actually go forward in your life. I love y'all. Ash out. Mwah.